The valley had been being farmed long before anyone thought to name the valley, or the people farming it. The valley, and all the land within it, was called the Harrowfield. The people of the Harrowfield were the Grood. The sturdy Grood farmers, it was said, had a word for every type of soil there imaginable. It was also said they had no word for hurry. Ask a Grood about years gone by, and they would likely tell you the crops had been good. Ask about the current season, and they would likely tell you much the same. This was not an evasion, just the certainty of a people firm in the realities of their surroundings, who had buried generations beyond count in these fields, and knew that things passed. And those that didn't were handled, thoroughly and without discussion. On this particular morning, Durrock, being a fine example of an orc of these parts, was mending the stone wall separating his field from his neighbor Brack's. He'd been mending this section of wall for some 11 harvests. That the wall required at most 2 afternoons and the right kind of stone was not a concern. The right kind of stone kept not quite being right, and the wall kept requiring further attention. Durrock and the wall had reached an arrangement that suited them, and that neither would be discussing with anyone. Some 40 yards away, Brack was doing something similar with a fence post. What specifically had been unclear for some time. Durrock determined that Brack was fine. Brack, from his vantage, determined the same of Durrock. They went on about their business. Not much was said, as 40 yards was a significant distance, over which raising one's voice would have been necessary. The Grood were not much for raising their voices. It was a fine day. The light was good. The wall was being mended. The fence post was being addressed. Speaking would have added nothing to current state of affairs. As the two were tinkering, there came a sound from the southwest. Durrock did not look up. Not because he hadn't heard it, he had, but there are sounds, and then there are sounds. Some are threatening, some are not. This sound, not unlike wind through tall grass, was not threatening. However, as there was no wind to speak of, it was not exactly peaceful either. It was out of place. Durrock placed another stone. Brack hit the fence post another time. The sound got closer, closer in the way a thing gets closer when moving with steadfast determination. Durrock placed another stone, then shifted his attention. Brack had stopped hitting the fence post. The source of the sound came over the hill the way weather sometimes does, not suddenly, but with the confident force of inevitability.